Hey guys, what's going on? It's almost midnight, about to go to bed. I had to think about this for a while, and this really, I don't know, uh, kind of shed a few tears over it, because I wasn't expecting this. So, in order to understand what actually happened, you understand where I live, okay? I'm on the west side of Lufkin. My family's roller rink here in Lufkin's literally right across the street, and then the next, let me move my camera real quick. The next road, the next street over, the next block or whatever, across the highway, the loop or whatever, is a gas station called Lucky's. Been around for a while, and I go by there almost every day. You know, I made friends with a lot of the employees that work there. Most of them, not all of them. Um, so I went by there twice today because Aaron came by. We had to go get gas. Went there, and then I went by to get some snacks, cosmic brownies, whatever. So first time I go over there, you see, even though Lufkin is like at 35,000 people or something, we're still kind of at that point where we're not at that point where we know everybody, but we are at that point where we recognize most of everybody. And you see, working at the skating rink, I do customer service. I'm the guy who gives the skates out, which I'm actually the only one other than one of our new girls who helps me out every now and then. Um, if repairs need to be done to the skates, I'm the one who does it. I do the games for all the kids, as in Crazy Skate, which is my favorite one because I like watching people fall. It's freaking hilarious. Um, and then my other favorite one is Corners, which means if I roll my dice up, we got this. It's kind of like musical chairs, right? You can only skate around when the music is playing, and then when the music stops, you got to go to the six corners here on the rink floor that we have numbered out. And I have this big, giant, fluffy dice that I throw up in the air, and when whatever number lands, if there's somebody on that number of the corner that my dice has landed on, then you got to go. So, with that being said, I say about 80% of the people who skate there are normally kids, which is, that's normal here. There's really nothing else to do here other than this place called Hijinks, which is like some boring trampoline place who wants $30 an hour just to go on one of their trampolines. It's ridiculous, and we're like one of the cheapest skating rinks. One of the cheapest entertainments here in East Texas. Anyways, so yeah, 80% of the people I deal with at the rink are kids, teenagers, children, preteens, whatever, right? And when when you're working my position at the rink, you have a lot more free time because you got the kitchen staff, you got your skate room staff, which is basically just me, and then we have our two managers, one's in the kitchen, one's in the front office. So because our front office manager is usually busy with something, and then the kitchen staff is completely busy with whatever it is they do, uh, with me, I only most of the time when I'm working the skate counter, I'm always doing this thing where it's like you're cleaning the skates in this little container of water, and you got to get the dirt and stuff off of the wheels, so the dirt doesn't get on the floor and all this other stuff. So because of that, I have more of a position where I can actually talk to anybody, whether it's an adult or a child, that comes up to my counter. So, one of the three of the kids there, two of them are twin sisters, and then the other one is their cousin, their older cousin, and they come by almost every weekend, on both Friday and Saturday. And the twins, I don't, I'm not gonna give really any information out because it's nobody's business really, but they tell me a lot of it. Um, they come to the rink to get away from some stuff, and they basically help me out with the rink. If like if I have a lot of skates on my counter that need to be, the laces need to be tucked in, and the straps need to be pushed in and strapped down. Um, the girls will come by and help me deal with that so I can put the skates away faster, or one will help me with it, and the other one will go out and grab the skates. And it's funny because there's like 7 or 8 of us now working at the rink. I'm the only one, still to this day, since I've known them, I'm the only one who could tell the girls apart. And it's crazy because all you gotta do is look at their hair, because one always has a ponytail up and the other one keeps their hair down long, and you can always, that's how I can always tell which one's which. But anyways, so their mother works at the gas over at Lucky's, the gas station, and I saw her already earlier today when me and Aaron went to go get gas. We talked around for a few minutes, and then I went by there about 2 hours ago, and she was outside smoking a cigarette, and we were talking for a while. And she said, "What's wrong?" I said, "There's nothing wrong." She says, "Bullshit. What's wrong?" And I basically told her, I said, "Look, I've been off the road basically since late 2019 when I settled down and started homesteading here. So because of that, it feels weird to me not being on the road. I mean, every now and then, I can go camping or I can go ride trains with Crazy Cooter, but not being on the road full time like it used to be, it's weird. It actually makes me sad because I don't get to really experience the world like I used to. And people say, well, just pack up and leave. Well, the problem is, I've already invested so much time and money and effort into this homestead. I can't just abandon my animals. And it's kind of hard even now, because usually my limit is 3 dogs. I've never traveled with 4 dogs before. I don't feel comfortable having 4 dogs. I don't even, to be honest, I don't even feel comfortable having 3 dogs. So I just can't pack up and leave. It just doesn't work like that. So I told her about that, and I told her, I said, I just don't know if I want to stay or not. It keeps coming to my mind lately. Should I go on the road again and forget this even happened, or should I just stay here and keep pushing on? And she basically told me, she says, "Look, my girls and my niece have known you for quite a while." And she said that one of her girls, I'm not going to put their names out there, basically, they all look up to me, is what she said. Which really caught me off guard. Even think about it now, I'm stunned because I never thought about that. As a matter of fact, one of my coworkers' husband said that because of the position I'm in, being more freely, having more freedom to talk to the kids that come up to me every night that we're open, because of the freedom I have to be able to do it compared to everybody else that works there, I actually, in a way, it's like I have an influence on the kids, and the kids will literally, if you, like, I've noticed this too, if I tell them to do something, even if it's nothing skate related, like, help me do this or whatever, or, is something wrong, let's talk for a few minutes, I have that kind of influence with them, is what he said. And I never really thought about that. I didn't think much about that when he said it. And then when she told me, when, the lady at the gas station told me, my kids talk about you a lot, especially such and such, and they look up to you, and uh, I've noticed they haven't been around lately. And come to find out, the one that I just mentioned, who shall not be named for obvious reasons, apparently a couple months ago when I had a night off, I want to say it was probably October or November, apparently um, she was there and I wasn't, and I think I was actually out doing something with Aaron, and she said that when she saw that I wasn't there, she decided she wasn't gonna come because I guess she thought I was either fired or I quit or something, and so she just wouldn't come, and so when try not to cry again. um, I don't know because I've never been thrown. I mean, I have that same relationship with my nephew, but that's my nephew. And to be honest, I don't even have that much of a relationship with him anymore because my sister doesn't really let me see him unless we're at my parents' house. Because of the fact she knows I was on the road and that I go dumpster diving. She doesn't want her son, which I don't blame her to be honest, to be involved with someone like me who rode trains and probably smells like diesel fumes from the train and garbage because I dumpster dive. She just doesn't want my nephew to be involved and stuff like that, and more power to her, whatever. But from hearing that from a parent whose kids and niece and nephew or whatever sees you every week, to be hearing that really changed my outlook on being settled down, because I mean, to be honest, I'm the only one that lives here. I'm by myself most of the time. I don't really get a chance to talk to people, uh, unless it's like Crazy Cooter or my mother or whatever. But nobody really comes here. Aaron doesn't even come by here as often because Aaron's busy doing, he's a manager for the car wash that his uncle owns now. So he really doesn't get that many days off. I mean, he was here earlier today. That was the first time I seen him in like 2.5 weeks, somewhere around there. So I don't really get to see people all the time. So to have a parent from a child who comes to my family's business and actually have her tell me that, like I said, I was stunned because I wasn't expecting it, and to be looked at in a position like that really, it it helps me because I feel more confident in now being, I guess you could I wouldn't say role model, but I mean that's basically what it is. I feel like in a way, I'm not going to say God, but I feel like in a way there's like some sort of, I don't know if you want to say higher power or something along that line, but I just feel like I'm being walked down this certain path where, because I work at the rink, and I never thought about this until earlier after she told me this, because I work at the rink, I can actually help people. I mean, I've talked to a lot of kids there who are going through stuff, especially teenagers. I mean, it's to the point where if one of the kids or a teenager tells me, such and such is doing this to me, and this is outside of the rink, and it's something where that child's life is in danger, or sexual or whatever, then yeah, we will go ahead and alert law enforcement so that child doesn't have to go through that stuff anymore. Especially, if we're being told, hey, such and such is touching me or whatever. So, and I've never really thought about that until she told me about it. So to be told that, and to be in a position like that, I feel better with my position now being at the rink, because I really was thinking about not being here anymore. Going back on the road. I probably would have gone with four dogs, but I probably wouldn't have done it on trains because I can't see myself doing it. I mean, it's one thing to do it with like Xena and Avery, but I've never done it with three or more dogs. But it really has changed my life, and for the better, because I really, it I guess not having people to talk to on a regular basis kind of really messes you up, and the only out I guess the only relief I have of that is being able to talk to you guys through YouTube, but knowing that in a way I'm changing younger people's lives for the better, especially at my job, really it changes me. It changed me. So anyways, I don't know. I just wanted to express that out, and uh, before I go to bed, I just want to say thank you to everybody who watches me, who supports what I do, to my friends who share my videos, and to everybody who stuck through with me, especially with that bullshit that happened last February. Thank you to everybody. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you later. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night, and I'll do a video tomorrow on my homestead channel of, I was going to do it today, but I got caught up in something, so I'm going to go ahead and do the video tomorrow of the new chicken coop and such that we got set up, and then I got to go to work after that, but I'm going to try to do a video, like I said, I'll do the video tomorrow. I'll probably do one Saturday, and then I got one planned for Sunday. So later.